My name is Deb Lustig. I work at the Hope Center in Rice County, Minnesota. I'm a legal advocate and I go to court for victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, and stalking so that they don't personally have to make an appearance. When our clients come to court or when I go to court and the hearing is continued because of the public defender not able to make an appearance because they're in another hearing or in a trial, our clients are impacted because of the fact that they have to reappear, and it's an emotional roller coaster for them. Prior to the last cutback at court administration, we could submit order for protection and harassment restraining order petitions all the way up until 4:30 when court administration closed, and they were signed the same day. With the past cutbacks, what we've had to do now is submit the order for protections, harassment restraining orders, and typically we might get them the next day. They typically are not always signed on the same day. When restraining orders are not signed in the same day, the victim's safety is compromised. They're having to relocate to a different location until that petition is signed, because the petition will forbid the defendant or the perpetrator from coming to her home or having contact with her. We have had several clients who, when the order was not signed the same day and they had nowhere else to go, or we were not able to put them in safe housing, they were re-assaulted a second time, sometimes a third time, before that order for protection or restraining order was signed.
My name is Chanel Thomas. I work for Domestic Abuse Project and I'm a legal advocate. With the courts being backed up, what you're seeing is overworked public defenders and prosecutors, actually. And they come in with a huge caseload of stacks of cases, and the victims themselves that we know intimately before court turn into a number. And that's not on any fault of the attorneys or anything like that, but it's the fact that there's not enough bodies for them to work these cases. And so what we're seeing with our victims is that a lot of hopelessness. We all know that there's cracks in the system, but with the funds being taken away, you're making a crack a gap, and people are falling in. My victims are falling into these gaps. And when you're talking about falling into a gap, you're talking about their lives being at stake. Women are dying